Hello, my name is Mary Ramage, and I'm going to talk about today a state regulation that should be made for staff members in daycare centers to wear gloves when handling any and or all body fluids. I have my audience here, Cleo. My main point is why the law should be created to require all child care workers to wear gloves when handling any and or all body fluids, and wouldn't the world be happier if we were more germ-free? My first point is sanitation. It's one of the biggest issues that we have in daycare, and it decreases the germs and how they're spread and how often they're spread. And it states in the Wisconsin Administrative Code Book that the single-use disposable gloves shall be worn if the staff member is coming in contact with any blood-containing bodily fluids and or tissue discharges, but there's nothing that states that the staff has to wear the gloves when handling any other bodily fluids. Verbatim from the DCF code 251.09485, it states to place disposable soiled diapers and gloves if used in a plastic-lined, hands-free covered container immediately, but it doesn't state that we have to wear them, just what to do with them if we decide to. A cleaner environment comes from proper cleaning and sanitation, and those are very important to ensure that children remain healthy, and it helps by reducing the risk of illnesses that are spread by bacteria, viruses, fungi, and mold. A good point to remember is all disinfectants sanitize, but not all sanitizers disinfect. Good hygiene comes with hand washing, and yes, there is a proper way to wash your hands. You can visit the cdc.gov website to see the steps there and find more tips on healthy hand washing styles and whatnot. When it comes to wearing gloves, single-use disposable gloves shall be worn if there is any contact with blood-containing bodily fluids or tissue discharges. Hands shall be washed with soap and water. After removal of your gloves, and the gloves have to be discarded in plastic bags. And the disposable gloves means non-porous gloves that don't have obvious seams, and they're not made out of latex, natural rubber, or plastic in various forms. Our health is a big issue. We definitely want our sicknesses to be decreased because everyone suffers. The parents can't afford to miss work, the children suffer from being sick, and the daycare loses out on money. Plus the employees, they can't afford to miss work either. By creating the cleaner environment, it makes for a happier environment, and by doing this, you're setting a positive example for the children. Children, definitely we want them to have less sick time. They have very immature and weak immune systems. Depending on how old they are, they will definitely have more colds throughout the year versus or compared to older children and adults. Depending on the age, the children can have 9 to 12 colds per year, and you can find out more information about that at the www.webmd.com site, and we can have less sick time for children by requiring all staff members to wear these gloves when they handle any and or all body fluids. Proper hygiene is a biggie. We want staff members to be wearing gloves, disposing of soiled materials properly, and washing hands properly, and by doing this, we should have the children do the same. By creating good hygiene routines, children have less sick time and decrease the spread of germs through common top surfaces. Happier children is always a plus in the daycare center. They love to hug, kiss, touch everything, put things in their mouths. So by wearing these gloves, we can decrease the spread of germs and the children will be happier. The parents and our guardians that are involved in the children's life would definitely be happier if the staff are being more proactive. There are only 7 states in the U.S. that require staff members to wear gloves when handling bodily fluids, and how would you feel if you know that staff members are not wearing gloves when handling these fluids and they're putting you and your children at risk for sickness? You can also go to the gloveuniversity.com, which is Ambitex University, to find out more information about the other states that do not require it and who you can contact to try to implement that law. Less sick children is always a plus, and everybody loses in that situation. The cleaner environment that the parents are bringing their children into is going to make for a better relationship between all of you as a whole. Daycares are one of the fastest ways to spread germs. Daycares also know more often when there's a new bug strain surfacing because it'll spread very fastly throughout the daycare. And by creating the cleaner environment, parents will be happier with the center as a whole. And parents are a big part of centers functioning. The parents are also the biggest advertisement for any business, and the word of mouth travels faster than any bug I've ever seen. With the staff members, we want to definitely work in the cleaner environments, also provide cleaner environments for the families that we serve. The Wisconsin Child Care certification and licensing rules require that diaper changing services must be cleaned and disinfected between every diaper change. And then the group child care licensing rule requires that dishes and utensils should be cleaned or shall be cleaned and sanitized after each use. You can also visit the Wisconsin DCF website to view a chart and guidelines to cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting. Happy staff means happier children. Keep extra gloves on your person. You never know when that someone will have an accident or a runny nose. Proper hygienes. Teachers, let's have a good hand washing routines and setting the right examples for the children. We want to be role models for these children, not just someone watching our children. Decreasing in germs being spread. Remember to be good role models. Use your hygiene routines and try to make it fun. Children really enjoy it when you make it fun. Have that positive attitude about work. The role model issue or being the role models for the children, it shows that you care. You're setting positive examples for them, creating good habits, and by following the proper hand washing techniques, sanitizing, disinfecting guidelines, you also show respect for yourself, your job, and the families that you serve. So in conclusion, clean hands save lives. Thank you.
Thank you.